Hi, I'm Marli and I studied theatre for 2 years in Key Stage 4 and then creative media production for 2 years for sixth form as well. We got the opportunity to do script writing, creating short films, photography, radio production, which I very much loved, and also sort of looking at advertising and marketing, which really interested me as well. So it was a nice broad education. Probably my favourite thing about BRIT has been the teachers and the love that they have for their students and the real belief that they have in them, which therefore enforces a belief in yourself. And not just the teachers that you had that taught you, but just the entire faculty and students as well. And I remember Mr. Preston got me into radio production and I just sort of found my way there, and he always used to say to me, it's not your mistakes, it's how you learn from them and how you move on from them. And I don't even think he realised how much that meant for me to have someone say, I understand it's tough, but don't let that change who you are, because who you are is kind of all you've got, really. So my role at the BRIT Awards was ticketing assistant. So essentially our job was to facilitate the arena floor seats, so the whole seating table arrangements, and then also the sort of first and second tier seating blocks as well. I was then responsible for handling the O2 venue app takeover, so that when you open the O2 venue app, it was covered in stuff for BRIT Awards. One thing I took away from it, probably the biggest thing, was the effect it actually had on me to be on an event from start to finish. Because I've worked a lot of events in sort of catering and then stewarding and security and sort of all these different areas. And this job kind of brought all of that knowledge and that experience together in one place, which definitely helped me feel more comfortable and at ease doing the job. But at the same time, I just learned so much about just how to create an event essentially and what is needed to put something on. And that experience was invaluable, because I feel like I could go on to any event now and pretty much know from start to finish what things kind of need to be done. I had a lot of issues like in that year of just feeling like I didn't know what I was doing. You get that sort of imposter syndrome, it happens a lot. And then you go, I'm fine, I know who I am, and then you have it again. And so I was sort of really wrestling with that before I did this job. And then to see it all and everybody else sitting down was happy with the event, it just felt really gratifying, and I felt this huge wave of just pure love and gratitude for everyone that I was working with. There's nothing quite like being there from start to finish of an event and seeing it and be like, wow, yeah, we did this. There were a lot of things at BRIT actually that helped me with this job. I did radio production. That was where I learned how to produce a radio show, how to interview people as well. So then when I had to do presenting, it was like, one, you have to put all the work in, but two, you have to meet a stranger and have that sort of rapport with them. Yeah, so doing radio helped build my confidence and helped me figure out what kind of creative person I want to be as well, especially with the media industry, because you kind of have to find your own style. And when we do our summer broadcasts, you have to pick a show. You have to pick a show that you like, with all the music and stuff, so you really have to figure out sort of who you are, and that was invaluable for me. If I was going to give advice to my younger self, especially while I was at BRIT, I feel like your mind and the thoughts in your head are your biggest, worst enemy, and you're your worst critic. So you're always going to be telling yourself, oh, I'm not really qualified enough for this, or I'm not this. And at the end of the day, just go for it. If it's something you can feel a pull taking you there and you think, I really want to do this, then just go for it. You don't have to have always the most experience, especially in this industry. It's much more wanted to just have somebody who's got a good head on their shoulders and will work hard. Just stay true to yourself and just keep persisting, because you will find your place somewhere and you'll learn along the way. And along the way you'll learn that the things you didn't know didn't really matter anyway.